Have you ever looked at your savings account and thought, I'm doing everything right, so why don't I feel richer? You work hard, you save money every month, you avoid unnecessary expenses, and yet years go by and your financial life doesn't seem dramatically different. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Saving money alone will not make most people financially free. Now, don't get me wrong, saving is one of the most important financial habits you can build, but saving and building wealth are two completely different things. Think of it this way. Saving protects your future. Investing builds your future. And understanding the difference can completely change your financial life. And let's say you have $15,000 sitting in a savings account. That sounds great. But if that account only earns 1% interest per year, your money is barely growing. Meanwhile, inflation is constantly making everything more expensive. Your groceries cost more, your rent goes up, your lifestyle becomes more expensive every year, which means your money may actually be losing purchasing power over time. Now compare that to investing. Historically, broad stock market investments have generated much higher returns over long periods. Not every year, not every month, but over decades. And that's the key word, decades, because wealth is usually built slowly, not quickly. The problem is that most people never make the transition, not because they don't have money, but because they're afraid. Saving feels comfortable. Investing feels uncertain. When your money is sitting in a bank account, you can check it any time. Nothing dramatic happens, but investing is different. Prices move every day. Some days your portfolio is up, other days it's down, and that emotional roller coaster scares people away. But here's something successful investors understand. Volatility is normal. Temporary drops are not failures. They're part of the process. So how do you make the transition without feeling overwhelmed? Step 1. Build an emergency fund first. Before investing, save 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This is your safety net. This money is not for investing. It's not for opportunities. It's for life happening unexpectedly. Job loss, medical bills, car repairs, unexpected expenses. Your emergency fund protects you from having to sell investments at the wrong time. Step 2. Create 2 separate money systems. One is safety money, the other is growth money. Safety money stays in cash. Growth money goes toward investments. Once you separate these mentally, investing becomes much less stressful. Step 3. Start extremely small. Don't wait until you have thousands of dollars. Start with $50. Start with $100. The amount doesn't matter at first. Consistency matters because successful investing is more about habits than timing. Step 4. Keep investing simple. Beginners often make the same mistake. They think complexity equals success, so they chase hot stocks, they chase trends, they chase social media advice. Instead, focus on simple, long-term investments like index funds. They're diversified, they're simple, and they've helped millions of investors build wealth over time. Now let's talk about the real superpower, compounding. Imagine investing $300 every month for 25 years. At an average annual return of 8%, that money can potentially grow into hundreds of thousands of dollars, not because you became a genius investor, but because you stayed consistent. And that's the secret most people overlook. Consistency beats intensity. You don't need to get rich overnight. You need to stay invested long enough. Now let's address the biggest fear. What happens if the market crashes? The answer may surprise you. Nothing. At least nothing if you're investing for the long term. Market crashes have happened throughout history, and markets have always recovered over time. In fact, downturns can become opportunities because you're buying investments at lower prices. This is why experienced investors stay calm. They're not thinking about next week. They're thinking about the next 20 years. So remember these 5 rules. Build an emergency fund. Separate safety money from growth money. Start investing small. Keep your investments simple. Stay consistent. Because eventually you'll realize something. Saving money gives you peace of mind, but investing gives you options, and options create freedom. The earlier you combine both, the stronger your financial future becomes. Your goal isn't to choose between saving and investing. Your goal is to use both together. because that's when your money stops sitting still and finally starts working for you.